Hello my fashion lovers, I'm back with a new fashion video. So in today's video we are doing something slightly different. So I don't know if it's just me or who else has noticed that there's been a little tension between our fashion girlies Chioma Ikokwu aka Chioma Goodhair and her bestie Kika Osunde aka Kika Goodhair. So both ladies consider themselves sisters and besties, but more recently things have taken a turn. It's like both ladies are no longer friends for a couple of reasons. In today's video, let's take a deep dive into the drama and discuss what the issues could probably be or who's probably at fault, and talk about the rise and fall of the Goodhair sisters and the real reason behind the demolition of their store. I also feel like our fashion queen Toke plays a little role in the drama as well. And if you are just as nosy as me, be sure to watch this video to the very end. So for those who might not really know these ladies, let me give you guys a little backstory. So Chioma and Kika have been best friends for about 15 to 20 years. Chioma on one hand is a lawyer, reality TV star, entrepreneur. Some of you might know her from Real Housewives. While Kika on the other hand is a Snapchat creator and co-entrepreneur. So both ladies met in England while schooling in England and eventually became best friends. They are originally Nigerians. I believe Kika's dad is from Ondo State while her mom is from Edo State, but she was born and raised in London. While Chioma on the other hand, I believe her parents are from Anambra State and she was born and raised in Nigeria, but later moved to England to complete her education. Anyway, back to the story. They eventually became best friends and established a business together. The business, as some of you know, is the Goodhair business, which obviously deals with hair extensions. The Goodhair business is one of the longest lasting and most flourishing hair business in Nigeria. The business originally started in London, but later moved down to Lagos when Chioma came to Lagos for law school. So I believe Kika came down to Lagos for a while and they were running the business together, but Kika eventually moved back to London. So when Kika moved back to London, she was not physically involved in running the business anymore, but she was still a part of the business. She would constantly post about the hairs and tried promoting the hairs in any way she could, and that brought so many clients for them. They even got to work with the likes of the First Lady of Angola, I believe Naomi Campbell wore her hair as well. So basically they were succeeding not just in Nigeria but globally. The business has been running for about 15 years now, which is like a miracle. We all know when influencers come together to establish a business, it always ends up so messy. But surprisingly, both ladies managed to keep a stable relationship and a more stable partnership. And just to add, they also established a restaurant called Brass and Copper, which is situated in Lagos as well. But I believe they are not the sole owners of the restaurant and partnered with other people as well. Anyway, fast forward 15 years later, both ladies are super successful and have sort of a blossoming relationship. Kika has assisted Chioma in becoming a Snapchat creator, and Chioma is also becoming a big deal on Snapchat as well. Chioma has also ventured into reality TV and her fame has sort of skyrocketed. And Kika on the other hand is living her dreams, living La Dolce Vita, flying from cities to cities, from Paris to London to New York. She has established herself and she's now a big deal, and she was even asked to be on a reality show, The Real Housewives of London, but she declined. According to her, Snapchat is her own reality show and she stays loyal to Snap. I believe majority of her wealth comes from Snapchat and she's distinctly rich. I guess this was what influenced Chioma to become a Snapchat creator as well. Anyway, both ladies are still celebrating each other's wins and still cheering each other. We saw how Chioma carried Kika's matter on her head. One of the reasons she had issues with Laura on the show was because of what Laura's sister Linda said about Kika on her blog. That's to show you she doesn't play when it comes to Kika, and the case was vice versa because Kika doesn't play when it comes to Chioma as well. So Kika was also constantly rooting for Chioma as well. She would constantly repost her achievements and hype her, and Chioma would also do the exact same thing for Kika, and they'll take trips around the world and all that, just, you know, besties goals and all that. Although very recently I've noticed that things have slightly changed, even though they're still playing it cool. I've noticed a couple of things, and I don't even think Kika is still a part of the Goodhair business, which is quite sad. So this whole shenanigans started late last year, shortly after Chioma's birthday. So Chioma's birthday was late last year and they took a trip to Montenegro with a couple of Chioma's friends. So the people there were Chioma, Kika, Sophia, aka Sophiology, who is a famous YouTuber and an influencer as well, and then Chioma's cousin, I can't remember her name. So the four of them basically spent summer 2024 in Montenegro celebrating Chioma's birthday. So after the trip, Sophia went back to America where she's based, and Chioma went down to London, and Kika went to some other city, I can't remember. And after this trip, I don't think Chioma and Kika have met again since then, and their friendship doesn't seem to be like what it used to be like prior to the trip. A couple of months later, I realized both ladies barely engage in each other's posts, which is like quite unusual. I mean, Chioma would always try to hype Kika, but Kika wasn't reciprocating the same energy. And this is like really, really rare. If I tell you Kika is the queen of reciprocating energy, she really is. Kika is someone that's very jovial with what I've seen online, and she just seems very cool and down to earth. So when I noticed this new energy, a part of me suspected that things were not right between both ladies. Things even got so bad that when Kika released her collection of glasses with Linda Farrow in November, Chioma rocked them but got no recognition from Kika. I mean, Kika literally reposted every single famous person that rocked the glasses aside Chioma. I mean, she reposted Portia, she reposted Sherry and other famous people, but just not Chioma. And then Kika's birthday happened in December. So naturally, Chioma would always post Kika on her birthday on her page with like really long epistle, but that wasn't the case this year. The most she did was wish her on her story, and Kika totally ignored again. So Kika was like reposting every single person that wished her on her story, and once again she left Chioma out. And I know these things may seem a little bit silly or just mere coincidence, but if you know them well, trust me, you understand that it's not mere coincidence. Kika completely ignored Chioma once again in December, and the icing on the cake that confirmed my suspicion was the demolition in January. So after the whole dirty December, the Goodhair space was demolished in January, and that was a very, very sad incident. And when things like this happen, you'd expect both ladies to be sad, but I don't think that was the case here. So Chioma on one hand was really sad and wasn't taking things lightly with the government officials that came to demolish this space. If you've seen the video, you'd see how messy things were and how they even threatened to slap her. I think I'll share a clip of that.
So guys, these people claiming to be Lagos State, you've come, they started demolishing our property. I said to them, okay, no problem. We put everything up here, from the containers to every single thing that is in here. We will take out our things by ourselves. We got a truck. We started doing that. We're moving all our stuff as agreed. No problem. You've destroyed things. You've demolished, embarrassed us in front of our clients. No problem. Now we're moving our stuff out. Why are you still coming and stopping us from moving, using policemen and all sorts of things to intimidate us? I don't understand. Why? And you're claiming Lagos State. Who the hell would do this from Lagos State? Somebody get Sanwo-Olu on the line because he needs to intervene in this rubbish.
Why would I touch you?
Please don't do this to me. God, I will clap you.
Try it. I dare you. Come, I dare you.
So that's how messy the entire demolition shenanigans was. So after Chioma shared this on Snap and later on IG, we got zero reaction from Kika once again. Kika did not seem affected in any way or form, and that's why part of me feel like she's not a part of the business anymore. And the funniest thing was that around the same time as all these shenanigans, Kika got a new range. So Kika was celebrating acquiring a new range while Chioma was mourning the loss of her store. And of course, Chioma did not post anything about Kika's range as she would usually do to celebrate her achievements. And I'm not saying all this thing to say Kika was the bad person in this whole thing or Chioma was the bad person, because I love them both so much. I've always loved their friendship and really hope they can get back together. And the interesting thing is that both ladies barely had any sort of confrontation in their many years of friendship. Chioma confirmed this on Toke's show when Toke asked about her relationship with Kika.
And how do you guys resolve conflict? Because I'm sure there are moments where you guys have conflict.
Honestly, we hardly have conflicts. I know people think that it's a lie, but we just don't. Like, you know, when it's like you have a sibling that you just understand, you know? Like, I know Kika knows my weaknesses. I know her weaknesses. We understand each other. So there isn't really need for conflict. And if anything, I don't know, if we ever had like a minor disagreement, which is barely ever, I could probably think of maybe 1 or 2 times, we sit down and we talk.
Anyway, hopefully they get to address their current issues and fix things. Anyway, speaking of Toke, I've also noticed she and Chioma are not as close as they used to be. So Toke and Chioma used to be quite close. Would always see them fly from Lagos to Paris down to London, and they would always attend each other's events and patronize each other's businesses, but that's not the case anymore. So late last year, we saw Toke literally shut down Lagos and had all the big names in the industry at her events. So she had a lavish Thanksgiving event to celebrate her 40th birthday, and surprisingly, Chioma was absent. So this was quite unusual because we knew Toke consistently attends Chioma's events and Chioma attends Toke's events. I mean, we saw Chioma at Toke's 39th birthday as well as her perfume launch in Lagos. And then we consistently see Toke at Chioma's events, from the launch of her closet business as well as her annual Christmas parties, and even went as far as going to celebrate her in Ibiza, and they both celebrated Kika in Dubai. But then Chioma was absent at Toke's Thanksgiving events in Lagos as well as her birthday trip to Spain, which had so many celebrities. Kika was also absent but sent really huge bouquet of flowers to Toke on her birthday to celebrate her, while Chioma on the other hand failed to wish her, and I'm not quite sure she sent anything to her. I personally do not know about that. Fast forward to December 2024, Toke returned the favor and did not attend Chioma's Christmas party, which she usually attends. Toke and Chioma barely engage in each other's posts anymore, but Toke still seems very cool with Kika. And to add more spice to the drama, one of Kika's closest friends came down to Nigeria for Dirty December, and the friend we are talking about is Cookie. If you follow Kika on Snap quite actively, you definitely know who Cookie is. So Cookie is one of Kika's very tight friends, and she's also quite close to Chioma as well. And if you know Cookie, you'd know Cookie is a party girl. Cookie is a free soul and a very vibrant person. So she usually comes for Dirty December, and whenever she comes, she always visits Chioma, but this last Christmas, that wasn't the case. She got to Lagos and was hanging out with all of she and Kika's friends from CY to Toke, but just not Chioma. It was even worse when she, Chioma and Toke met at an event in Lagos. I believe the event was hosted by Portia. There were no clips of she and Chioma being cordial as they usually are, and she was around Toke the entire time. Toke and Chioma as well completely ignored each other at this event, and I'm sure things would have been so awkward. I'm not quite sure what caused all this and who is at fault, but all I can say is that things are really messy for the Goodhair sisters right now. Anyway, we've come to an end of today's video, and I would love to know your opinions on this entire shenanigans. Be sure to let me know what you think is at fault, judging by all this, and what you think caused the entire shenanigans. I personally love both ladies so much, so I can't really pick sides. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumb up. Shout out to all my returning subscribers. You all are the absolute best. Bye for now, and see you all in my next video.